Time to finish up the example from the previous one. This should just take a couple minutes. We were taking minus cosine 2x, which had this graph, 0 to pi, and we're shifting it left by pi over 3. And we had got our landmarks except for the very last one. And here's the last one. It's pi minus pi over 3, which is going to be 2 pi over 3. And the y-coordinate was minus 1, and we haven't shifted that. Now, here's a trick for this to just make it easier to plot all these points. It's not super hard, but you really want to sort of keep it in terms of common denominator. Like pi over 3 is nice and simplified, but it's going to make more sense if we just leave it as minus 4 pi over 12. This is minus 1 pi over 12. This is plus 2 pi over 12. This is plus 5 pi over 12. And this is plus 8 pi over 12. And you can see that it's going by 3 pi over 12 each time, which is pi over 4, which is the same as this was going. Each quarter was pi over 4, because we haven't changed the period. We already dealt with the period thing. So that tells us how to label our graph. Let's just do it in units of pi over 12. Yeah, that should be enough. So this will be pi over 12, and then we need to go minus a few. Okay, to minus 4 pi over 12. So all these are units of pi over 12. I'll label them in a minute. And then we'll go from minus 1 to plus 1. So minus 4 pi over 12 minus 1 is right here. Minus 1 pi over 12, 0 is right here. Plus 2 pi over 12, 1 is right here. And then that's 3, 4, 5 pi over 12, 0 is right here. And 8 pi over 12, 6, 7, 8 pi over 12 minus 1 is down here. And we connect them. Remember that it's rounded at the top. It's nice and rounded and flat. It comes in horizontal, it goes out horizontal. And now we just have to keep going with that pattern. We know that we go 3 tick marks to the next landmark. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, back to the middle, 1, 2, 3, up to the top, 1, 2, 3, back to the middle. Oh, and I needed one more, a little bit more down to the bottom. Oh, didn't do that too well. Okay, and so this is, and I can now label them as pi over 12s or not, but I'll just go ahead and reduce. Minus pi over 3, minus pi over 12, I know it's not too legible, pi over 6, 5 pi over 12, and 2 pi over 3. And then the next one is going to be, let's see, that was 8 pi over 12, so this is 11 pi over 12. And that's going to be 14 pi over 12, or 7 pi over 6. Oh, I guess I should have marked it here. 7 pi over 6. Then 17 pi over 12. Random. And then finally, 1, 2, 3 more. We're going to have 20 pi over 12, or in other words, 5 pi over 3. Okay, so there's finally our shifted and scrunched and flipped upside down curve, cosine curve. And that's how to do a more extended example like that. Okay, I didn't do it in the most efficient way, but that was, I think, a good balance between doing it in a way that emphasized the concepts and the calculations. Okay, that's plenty of video for today, though, and we'll stop there, and we'll try to practice this even a little bit more before we move on.